集？
不知道，读了就知道。
A volcano wakes up.
Oh, before 1980, Mount St. Helens in Washington was just another volcano in the Ring of Fire. That's the huge circle of volcanoes that ring the Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean. 爸爸，那中间的是那个 It is made of a volcano， 然后 wakes
这个就
down。
是 Rain of Fire Rain。
然后它中间也是 fire，
Rain of Fire。Rain of Fire。OK。
哦，那个 orange one 就是没有那么 dangerous， 可是那 red one 就超级 dangerous。
你观察很仔细，有可能哦。来 ，The volcano
had not erupted in over 100 years. It was rich and
No, not rich.
it was green and rich with wildlife. Spirit Lake below the mountain was full of fish and plants. But then this volcano woke up. Hot mountain rock called magma had created a lot of gas deep underground. This gas had built up causing pressures within the volcano on May 1980, an earthquake struck the area, and Mount St. Helens finally erupted. When the volcano exploded, its entire north side collapsed.
When the volcano exploded, its entire north side collapsed.
This created the biggest landslide in modern history.
This created the biggest landslide in modern history.
Modern history. Lava, which means that has reached the surface, blasted out of the mountain. The lava mixed with rock, ash, and melted snow. It flooded over the landscape. Clouds of hot gases and rocks burst out too. They knocked down the entire forest. The violent eruption left a huge crater at the top of the mountain. Nearly 3 kilometers wide. Nearly 3 kilometers wide. Mount St. Helens was now 4 kilometers wide. Mount St. Helens was now 400 meters shorter than before the eruption. This isn't the most serious damage. 57 people died in eruption. Roads, bridges, and hundreds of homes were destroyed.
Destroyed.
Right
Right after
the eruption.
right after
The eruption, scientists began to study the thing. Ash and volcanic rock covered most of the landscape. Spirit Lake was filled with ash and rock too. Broken trees covered the entire surface of the entire lake. There was nothing alive in here. Inside. The entire area looked as lifeless as the moon. Scientists believe believed that
Scientists believed
decades would pass before animals and plants returned to the area. Yet, only 3 months later, scientists spotted something incredible. A gopher was digging out of its tunnel. The animal had stayed safe underground during the dangerous eruption. By the next spring, a plant was growing. After 10 years, plants had grown back and animals had returned. Planting and plants filled Spirit Lake again. Life had returned to the mountain. Meanwhile, the volcano hasn't exactly fallen back to sleep. After the eruption, lava continued to build up at the crater's floor. It rose and rose. By 1986, the lava had had formed a dome 207 meters high. 270 meters high. Then the mountain grew mostly quiet again. Once in a while, the mountain rumbled. There was even small explosions. But none of this activity was very serious. In 2004, ash and steam clouds rose once more from the crater. Rocks as big as buildings pushed up from the crater. Floor. What is happening now? Nobody knew. No one knew. But by 2007, the mountain went back to sleep. Scientists think that the volcano may have run out of gas. Today, earthquakes and rumblings continue to occur near Mount St. Helens. Helen's. The good news is that scientists have learned a lot since the 1980 eruption. These lessons will help them to make better predictions and about future. No one knows exactly when Mount St. Helens will wake up again, but when it does, people are more likely to be prepared. Be prepared.
Prepare 就是要有所准备，对不对 ？Prepared 来，所以。
然后我今天想玩电动，我已经练了。
对呀，你说念了就要玩电动。
谁说你说念了要玩电动？我给你们看电视，今天不是 holiday， 不能玩电动。
哦。
今天不是 holiday。
可是你说玩啊。
没有啊，玩什么？
你说玩电动。
今天又不是 holiday， 为什么可以玩电动？我来了什么？我又没有，我从头到尾都没有变过啊！假日才可以玩，今天又不是假日。所以。
C。
对。
C。
所以。对。
B。
Roy。